All right, everybody. This is Monday Night Tales from the Flipside. We're live. We're gonna talk a lot of Daredevil tonight. I got a CGC box ready to roll. We got market reports with Mr. Z. We're just doing it up. So let's get this going and let's see how we do it. Okay, cool.
We got a packed house tonight.
Boy, oh boy.
What's happening?
I'm trying to get Rick Dotson on the show too.
Someday his kid will go to sleep.
He's communicative. Yeah.
He's the greatest.
We've all been there, man.
Rocking the website, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. I told him I don't feel it. I've never felt this pain because knock on wood, my kid's gone to sleep every night, the whole night since he's 3 months. So, like straight through the night, no get ups, no nothing. So
yeah, you're back.
I'm bash. Everybody tells me that. I think you fucking have to. Okay. So excited. We're just hanging out. What else is going on down here? Look at legs back. That's the best thing going on.
Chilling.
But here we go.
What's CNC in your name now?
I'll put it in. They did a long time ago, and when I saw it on here, I was like, "This looks dumb." It's gonna be comics and collectibles, and then I was like, "There's no name for that."
I thought it was Captain.
I was gonna do more YouTube shit, not like really like a big one, and then I put it on there, and then I was like, "Yeah, I should change that. I should change it now." You know, because people keep asking, but it's like, yeah. So
I thought it was Captain and Coke or something like that.
JNC, you figured out.
I got
you. You guys have been to calls with me.
I got you. Okay, let's get in. Okay, cool. Let's see what we got here. Let me get my stuff together too. I'm sorry. Let's go into news. What kind of roll this going?
Sean's happy to know we still half-ass it around here.
Oh, for sure. I don't.
Oh yeah, dude.
Never changes. Never changes.
Yeah, we'll just mosey on up to the news.
Yeah,
I'm all freestyle, dude. Let's go.
So, CGC this week or maybe a couple weeks. We missed this, but I want to
No, I think it was this week.
Oh, was it? Okay, it said posted on 3/3, so
I don't think so, man. I got it. Man, I thought I got it mailed more recently.
Okay. The new and improved CGC holder for magazines is here. So, I mean, it looks better.
Thank fucking God.
I'm trying to find.
It's like the last one of the original.
I assume they were just fucking running out old supply, right?
I mean, it feels that way.
And
I mean, of course, they're only grading like 3 magazines a day. It feels like at the rate.
Yeah, that's the other problem.
People talking about grading magazines. I'm like, I'd like to get them back before I'm like 50, man. I don't know.
It's so funny. I hear so much about magazines taking so long, and then I realize I've got 3 that have been there for well over a year.
You forgot that you said them.
Yeah. I totally forgot.
So it looks like this. I mean,
It looks like the new ones.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice. It'll be nice if you ever actually get something out. Maybe you've been waiting long enough, Carter, that you are going to get an early one.
Fingers crossed. You know,
yeah,
I got a Foom 9.6 that's in the old
Yeah, the old crusty ones.
Label, and I'm like, if I get that thing reholdered, I'm afraid. So I'm just gonna have to keep mine in the old shit.
There's a risk in reholdering and all that stuff, man. Unless you really, really need to do it.
I mean, knock on wood, I've never had an issue reholdering. I will rehold it in a heartbeat if I don't like the look of the case or. I mean, I had a giant size 9.6 that was back when they used to, before they had the inner well or when they didn't have the inner well for that brief period. And it was the 2 pieces sandwiching your book in between them.
Yeah, that's a bitch. You had to get out of that, though.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll send in for that. I had a, legitimately, I bought a book from a shop and then sent it in for a reholder being like, oh, the case looks janky. And and because I'm so familiar with the process, I was just like, mechanical error, send in. And they never questioned it, and they just rehold it and send it right back to me. So there's always people on the forums and stuff that they know a guy who knows a guy who had a book regraded. I've yet to ever meet a person who has ever had a book regraded for they got it in their hands and were just like, this looks a little janky.
If they got CGC Jesus cracking those slabs and reholstering, dude, it's like they should be doing it in like a day. Remember that leg at Baltimore?
Oh, that
He was
guy's
just
beast.
just cracking them like it was no big deal, like laughing at us.
Dude, have you guys seen? So I don't know who else had it, but Golden Age Guru had on his Instagram where he slammed a case like here, like a about a third of the way down, slammed it like I'm showing my desk, hit like that. It snaps off right here. That shit pulls off the back, and then you basically slide the top out, and you're good to go.
What?
Yeah, and I fucking did it twice, and it works just fine.
Everybody's got their ways.
On
Yeah,
the
dude.
standard? On the new
Dude,
stuff, right?
on brand new CGC slabs.
I
Yeah,
remember
you
being
just
Scotty.
hit it, dude, a third of the way down, like on a count. Like I use my kitchen counter,
Yeah.
right, and it's a rounded tile. I don't have like sharp, edges. I'm not up on the. I don't have any granite. I just got some tile, so like, but you just slam it like that, like third of the way down, and it just cracks off the back and flies over. The thing flies like that. You crack it a little more, you slide it out of the top, and you're ready to go. I don't know if I should tell. I don't know if I should be saying this out loud from the people that send me slabs, but I just figured out how to do this and it worked just fine.
Man, I've put way too much effort into it.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
My go-to is a bottle opener. I've got it sitting right here on my desk, and I'll take an old school bottle opener to them and just basically crack the top,
Yeah.
and basically sandwich it open and just pull the slab straight out of it.
me and Scotty were in his basement in Philly the night before Baltimore, and before Baltimore, where he took a hammer and chisel like a fucking asshole, and he's like trying to cut the fucking. I'm like, oh my boy, oh Jesus! And then we went and saw CGC Jesus just like flex them the other way and just pop them at the corners, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna
I spent an
works
hour
too.
on one time.
The bendy works too.
get the bendies.
The bendy does scare me though. On the pressure on that.
Yeah.
I mean, says the guy who slams it on his counter. Dude, and then I had to pop a PGX. And like
that's a different animal there.
And I hadn't done it in. I honestly, I don't remember the last time I did it, and it's a new PGX for what that's worth, but it is sealed like all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. I didn't try that. This is expensive.
But you want your
you got the sledgehammer out,
dude. I got it. I just got a hammer and fucking hit that bitch in the fucking top right corner. Right, this shit started to shatter out, and not super hard. I still did it on my counter. You know what I mean? I want to crack my tile. I hit it like that, it shattered like that, and I just peeled it apart and fucking pulled the book out. So once you get that corner cracked, you're good to go on those things, dude. There's no popping down the side. There's none of that.
If you take your PGX and slam it on your counter, you're gonna need a new counter, man.
Yeah, maybe, dude.
No, I was talk of cracking slabs from. Like I reached over to this stack on my desk. I've been meaning to send back to CGC now for like months of just like cracked slabs. There's at least like 20 of them bad boys right here. Things I've just cracked open to send back.
You send them back? What an animal.
Well, I send them back just because of the fact that like I want them to try and make an attempt to keep them the sense
you want them to be responsible.
Accurate. Okay.
Yeah.
I like
mean, it cost me a stamp to send it back. So I'm like, and honestly, if I'm sending a submission, I'll just throw it back in the box with them.
You're such a nice guy.
Like clean your shit up.
Either way, it's good for magazines to have a fucking slab that looks not like shit.
I mean, when was the last time they updated that? Honestly, like, I mean,
a decade.
Yeah, easily.
It's been the same slab. Well, they made some modification because you didn't used to be able to get the tall mags in at one point, but it had been the same look for a long time. So
yeah.
So what else we got? We got
So,
go ahead.
I mean, what's the main difference in them though? It's just the
new label, the new material.
So it just looks like the new ones.
It looks like the rest of their stuff.
You don't want to drop those old mag slabs, man.
No,
like there's something to be said for the width and density of like when you put just a thin regular size comic book in there, or you put a mag. Like I haven't dropped them, but you feel like I don't feel safe shipping them in like priority boxes and stuff like that. Like I feel like a nigger when I just feel like the tensile strength of the box or whatever, how it's going to be crushed, you know. And the only magazines I've had are more expensive. I don't sell that many magazines, but like they're more expensive. Well, because like I don't want to wait a year. Press them and wait a year, and then see what happens. I guess.
Also, don't store them on their side. It does not do good things for them.
The mag ones.
Yeah, because even though they you can't put them anywhere until they have mag boxes now. But if you got two of them on your own, I used to store them on side because they'd fit there, and they tend to slide.
Ugh.
Mm.
Yeah, I have honestly my magazine. Even though the magazines I have, most aren't very expensive. I've got like Mad Games copies and stuff like that. Not like the OG ones, but like just later on, like 9/8 and stuff. They're just I put them in a safe because they don't fit anywhere else.
Yeah.
No.
You know what I mean? So they're just there's like 8 of them or something, or 10 of them is all I have. But
Yeah, they just don't fit for shit.
yeah, all right.
A lot of Daredevil talk. We'll kind of roll through this because Netflix Daredevil actors not expected to return. So those that are too foggy and.
Well, I think that's okay. They just felt like there was too much fucking like, I don't know, drag ass drama with that storyline.
Yeah, I mean the fact that he had a different love interest of some sort every single season.
Yeah.
Because it went Elektra. No, first season was Night Nurse, and then Elektra, and then her, and then like it was like, come on, guys, like it's a bit much. Like the CWS drama element of it was getting a little old. So
Yeah, and it's okay. Reboot the side characters if you need them. It's all right.
Or like one and dones, you know what I'm saying? Like come in, say 3 words, and
Yeah, that's fine. You can recast them if you need to. I bet they're going for a completely different angle on some of it too. So it's all right.
Daredevil Born Again Lance Dexter director Michael Cuesta. So
Well, I'm not sure how I feel on that.
I mean, apparently he did the best episode of Dexter was the one he directed. Apparently, I didn't watch Dexter like that, so I don't know.
Yeah,
All right, well that's fair. I mean, like Dexter had some real highs and some real lows.
Also buried in there is, or actually, it may be one of the later slides, but buried in this article was who they cast as Vanessa
Yeah, I got it.
as well.
right there, I got you, bro.
Yep. So there we go. So we got our Vanessa casting. She's been good in a couple of things I've seen her in. So, but again, it's kind of hard to screw up Vanessa. She's there for like 1/10 of the show total. So
Well, but if it's somebody playing off of D'Onofrio, the better she is, the better it's going to be.
yeah, true.
I mean, because he's a beast, so you got to have somebody to kick back on him.
We got obviously the bigger news is get your 129s off because obviously he's coming back. So I mean, it's not. I mean, everybody knew it.
Good.
It's not like 129s are going down by any stretch of the imagination. So
Nah.
Nah, not at all.
No, it's good. I mean, it was suspected he's coming back, but it's good for them to announce it.
It will be interesting to see him like having to conform to Disney, because I mean his character like is a very gritty version of the Punisher, and I just don't see how you clean up for mainstream MCU the Punisher.
Yeah, and especially I think you're right. Just not only that, but even him as a human, like in his podcast and stuff, he's such like a manly, hard ass kind of,
Dude,
like alpha alpha dude. I mean, I don't know if he's got any other acting gigs right now, and that's not dogging on him. I just literally don't know.
I mean, he likes to do like character work, cameo type shit as of late. Like, I mean, the stuff that he does do are like limited series drop-ins for like a character who's dead, so you only see him in flashbacks, like in the Bear and things like that. But yeah, I mean, he's good in everything he's in. I think he's being he doesn't have to do a bunch of shit. He gets to choose what he wants to do.
time to sell now. ASM 129. I mean,
No, it's
Never.
time to sell.
That's a holder.
To win.
Forever. That's a forever book.
That's a book I've gotten rid of every single time I've ever had it.
so here's the other.
Same here, like a freaking idiot, because I didn't have any problems finding them in a good price range. So I did answer in there before you guys threw it up there, but they're same price range. So I have the one, the highest I ever had was a 9.0, and I traded for it was really good, really like less than probably 800 in trade or something. But this is also years ago. So kind of, I don't think, I think that's a key that you just honestly should keep. If I had one right now, like I just said, if you're going to get the most, I think I set at the time like a record on like a 7.5 or something like that too, which is the second highest I had, which was fine. But also, like I said, I could find them in a price range that you're comfortable with. You know,
this is funny too. Will they make Punisher way less violent? I think that. And do
Yeah.
they use a new goddamn logo, or they go with the old logo? Because remember, there was a big cancel culture back in the day. You know, Punisher logo and all that crazy shit that went down with that. Like,
yeah, whatever.
I wonder if they minimize the logo.
I think honestly they probably won't touch the logo. Like being real about it,
Yeah.
it just has the brand recognition associated with it for the TV shows.
And then but Punisher without blood.
yeah,
Now, see that can actually be done relatively easy. I mean, it won't be what it was on Netflix. You know, that one scene where he, just straight up stabbing everybody through the hallway in the prison. But like they've done other characters who have shot people, stabbed people, and had it work relatively. Like you get like a black splash, and as long as it's not clearly blood, it seems to be okay. Because remember in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I mean, like they were shooting the shit out of everybody. like, I mean, what was his name? Baron Zemo legitimately was shooting him and what's her face, the female agent. I'm blanking her name. That scene with the containers when they're like trying to get to that lab, they're shooting everybody. So it is what it is.
Yeah, they can do it. It won't be the same. I mean, Daredevil won't be the same, but he'll be less of a jarring transition for us.
Yeah.
Next I got up is Batman Cape Crusader moves to Amazon with season order. So.
This was the dumbest thing that the folks over at HBO could have ever done. This was a slam dunk. I mean, you had Bruce Timm. I mean, yeah, it sucks that what's name passed away, so you weren't gonna be able to get him on the voice. Yeah. But like having a spiritual sequel to Batman the Animated Series, like why would you ever like cancel that or pass on it so it ends up at your competition?
It does seem freaking stupid,
especially with Amazon and Invincible. Like how well that did. So
yeah, it's like animated Batman's the one thing that like DC has consistently been able to do relatively well, with the exception of like maybe 2 or 3 of the last movies. Like I just don't see, especially with animation, you got to pay people way less to do voice acting.
Yeah, how much of they could be sunk in this,
I mean, it's because you don't even need to go with like no names for the voice acting. Let's be real about it. Unless they were trying to keep continuity with Matt Reeves' Batman, like, and even then, like those people really aren't going to try and break the bank on you because they can do it in the comfort of their own home.
Well, and the thing too is that I'm not mad at went to a competition. I'm mad that HBO just didn't shut it down for shutting it down. You know what I'm saying? And like it never hit the light of day. I guess I'm happy for that.
I mean, yeah, definitely. But it's like, I mean, what is HBO Max investing in other than the Penguin series at this point from the DC properties? I don't see anything else ever get mentioned or any updates coming from anything like leaks or updates coming about anything else other than Penguin.
Here,
which nobody's that excited about.
Yeah, I mean it'll be all right.
Yeah,
but you're giving animation away. What the hell? This is like the whole point of having the lineup is to do stuff with them.
Yeah, I was like,
and you build everything.
Yeah, it's like it's the reason why you bought, like you acquired, the company. I mean, let's be real about it. It's the real reason why, like AT&T acquired them in the first place. It's the reason why it's sold to Discovery. It's like, don't nobody give a shit about the rest of that, like catalog. They want the DC characters.
Right. Interesting. This is interesting. I don't know if this is like fake news, but according to people, Adam Silver is supposed to be the top candidate to replace Bob Iger. Very interesting to me.
Nosferatu.
I guess. I don't know, dude. I mean,
I don't know. I don't remember his. Honestly, I mean, how long has he been committed? 10 years or something?
Yeah, it was
whatever.
After,
I don't know how long Stern's been gone.
Long time. I mean,
it's been a while. You know what I mean? Stern was a pretty decent commissioner, but this dude, I don't know.
9 years, 2014, February 1st.
Yeah, I don't pay as much attention to the exactly. I don't know, like the theatrics of it. I guess like surrounding it. I watch basketball for sure. But yeah, I'm not sure of all, of what they do. Their biggest show is TNT, and that's just because they have like Studio Magic with Kenny and Shaq and Charles.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, he was, I guess, before that he was a lawyer. I mean, something, I guess. Chief operating officer. He was. What else did he do here? I'm just looking up his thing. Deputy commissioner. I mean, I guess he ran the NBA. I mean, that's $1 billion corporation. I guess.
I mean, it's a $1 billion entertainment corporation. Let's be real about it. Like
yeah, true. Yeah.
At that level, like whether it be running the NBA, running the WWE, like being able to run a entertainment organization like that, yeah, it seems laughable, but it actually realistically could happen because how many other people have that skill set?
Well,
or if they grab somebody who's like at tier 2 level, so like that AVP or that VP level that they could bring up from the rookies to the majors.
And I think too is I hate to say it, I know he got some flack for it, but he expanded into China. You know what I'm saying? I mean that means something in some people's minds. I mean, in business, I guess. I mean, I know Disney does well, but I mean,
yeah. I mean, yeah, and
he's experienced navigating shit shows.
Yeah, and even I'm probably thinking of it a little bit off because I doubt you have any too much input in the entertainment side as far as content. You know what I mean? Like not specifics of content, like not Feige style or something like that.
You got people for that.
Yeah,
no, exactly. He's managing the direction of the organization at the highest level. So it's like, it's where are we going to be putting our money? Like, what does that make sense from a grander project? What do we want to move? What avenues do we want to move into? Do we want to get a stronger presence in Asia? Whatever that looks like. That's the stuff that happens at a CEO level, and everybody else just needs to report accordingly to him. Throughout.
It makes sense. I mean, he's grown the NBA brand a lot in that realm, so he's navigated some of that weirdness.
And honestly, I think this is legitimate because I'm seeing it on like Fox Business ran with this article as well that he's on the short list. So he's not the only one, but he is one of many who is being considered.
Yeah, fair.
This is a little disturbing. This next one. New York City man kidnapped ex-girlfriend, set her on fire for allegedly selling his comic books.
Hey, it is what it is.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
Finally, we can all relate.
Not saying I agree.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying you should have did it, but I understand.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean,
absolutely.
I mean, my shit's insured. If shit really went that south, it'd be like it's theft and take it to court and we'd just be done with it. I'm not setting somebody on fire for destroying the collection or selling it. Because honestly, you can recover most of that shit because again, if she legally didn't have the right to sell it, it was sold under false pretense. That you just go get the shit back.
Where's this at?
It's hard with
New
duplicate
York.
unless you've got a CGC serial number. It's hard with. I mean, I totally understand what you're saying. It's just hard with duplicate stuff. Like if you're a thief and you don't crack a slab, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Not that I want to give anybody any ideas, or not that I think about stealing people's shit, but I'm just saying.
Most of them are idiots.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't just drive around in a stolen car, but if you never take it out of your garage, nobody will notice.
Sean's like Khan's hitting fucking tables with slabs.
Bam. Let's go.
Well, but this scenario is a little bit different than like somebody like stole some books and was selling them. Like this is somebody's significant other. I don't know. I haven't read the article, but like this scenario feels like this would be easy to track down those books because all you have to do is just ask her where the hell did she sell them to, or look at the either PayPal paper trail, because I mean if it was real money, then this is going to have a certain level of a paper trail to it, either through a check or something like that. Is going to you'll be able to trace it back down again.
$10. It was like Exo Man Award, like Thundercats, like in the '90s, overprinted shit. He probably sold, but she probably sold.
Well, it depends how bad she got set on fire. It could have burned her tongue out. And they had to amputate both hands. She can't write or talk. They got to teach her some Helen Keller shit. I don't know. I have no idea. She give you burn. The fires can be bad for people. So communication levels might not be up to par.
Listen, we've
Oh
all
no,
met
she didn't
people,
survive. She did not survive.
we've all met people at
Oh,
cons
she
that are
didn't?
questionable.
No, he's being arraigned on murder charges.
Oh, he burnt her to death.
Murder,
Okay.
murder, kidnapping.
Nice.
Yeah,
He
he
didn't just
killed her.
he didn't just light up her shoelaces or
Yeah.
Ooh,
He did the whole thing.
he didn't go crime does not pay 24, just put her head on the stove.
Yeah. Right.
jeez.
Okay. Well, never mind.
Now we all feel like assholes, but it's okay.
Not
Well,
really.
we are, so
No, we
it's
are.
okay.
Yeah, there's that.
That's all. That's all I got for the old comic book news. It's very short and sweet. So the man, the myth, legend, Mr. John Z gets to take over the market report.
All right, give me a second here.
Good stuff here. I can feel it.
Good and bad, man. Stuff's wild these days.
Hey, it's a buying opportunities, right? I mean, hey, at least
I'm
we're not
wondering-
like
I got 20 auctions, so I have my fingers crossed.
Let's
Hey.
start with the big boy.
ooh,
Carbo.
I was watching this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big seller, big book. It appears fairly nice. Like I don't see a bunch of chipping or major like.
I can't believe Carbo is only $4.99 on the. I thought he'd be selling a lot more shit.
Yeah, man, yeah, and without 100, there's something up.
Anyways,
That ain't
So-
his first eBay again.
yeah,
No,
exactly.
probably not. So just some price ranges because we could go anywhere on this, but this is I think the only sale this year in the grade. But 2022, there were 9 sales for 4.5s, ranging from 72K to 39K. 2021, 9 sales again from 84K to 32K, and 2020, 31 to 27. Honestly, this sold way closer to the kind of price range for a 3.5, which was kind of balanced in between 40 and 25 and 45 and 28. So I took a bit of a bath on this one, and I mean I didn't dig into every detail of it, but from the quick pictures, it doesn't look bad. So he took a little beating on it.
Yeah, that ugh. For that pretty a copy, I don't know. Yeah, it's tough to do that 1 week on eBay.
Well, that's
Also-
the other thing is I don't see a ton. I mean, you don't see a ton of these sell on eBay as part of it too.
Yeah.
It's like
Well,
Harry
Oh
Potter.
yeah, of course not.
You see a few of the low grades, like the sub 2s, occasionally a 2, but I don't see a lot of nice mid grade stuff hitting eBay. So maybe that was part of it. Maybe people are just suspicious.
And that's definitely why you had the Mike Carbo's Universe for sub headline there.
Yeah.
To try to be like, oh hey, I'm reputable or whatever. And by the way, Mike Carbo's Universe, there's only one person that lives there, and it's that guy.
Yeah.
All right.
He does.
I'll never met another dude like him.
Well, I
He's a
will
wild
say
one.
in reference to this, because golden stuff doesn't show up on GPA, is that on the 8th, because I was also watching one that was going through golden, the 4.0, it finished at 33,600. So looks like the market, I mean, a half a great difference, and 5 G's? And that, it was 33,600 with buyer's premium. So
Well, so this is an interesting book too, because so we're talking a big money book, but not in like a huge money grade. You know what I mean? So like,
Mhm.
it's not somebody buying the nicest copy. This is somebody buying a copy for whatever purpose. But this is where we get between the super high end people that give no shits about money, and the average people. This is on that level somewhere in between where you can drop 40 grand, but you're not buying something uber rare.
Yeah, but you that's possible for one. But you could have had. I mean, you could have just one of the rich dudes. I mean, high big could have been 50 grand. Who's just like, I don't give a shit. I need another one. Who's
Yeah,
just,
I know.
who's
I'm
just
not saying that. I'm
filing
saying
it
it's,
away.
I'm just saying it's an interesting point in the market where this is it's the wealthy, but not the ridiculously wealthy. Where they
I
probably
think
are
the
feeling a
expression
bit
you're
more
looking
of
for
it.
is "fuck you money." This
Yeah,
is
they're not quite fuck you money.
Yeah.
This is this is potentially that class somewhere between there.
Yeah, this is like I could have bought a classic car, as my like midlife crisis, or I could buy a comic book. Like,
And I think those people are a little little bit soft on the market. Just a lot going on out there, man. So
I mean, yeah. I mean, I know a lot of guys that I was running in circles with have chilled out. Like, I personally chilled out a lot. Like, I'm selling more. I mean, but also, too, things have changed where it's like I've got other priorities right now. So, but like dropping 25, 30, 40K on a comic, I'm like, I could. There's better places for me to put that money.
yeah, it's a weird time to be
No, there's
buying
not.
anything right now.
Hey man, hey, the banking
No, there's
system's
not.
failing. Yeah, the banking system's failing. We need to buy comic books, man.
I'm just saying, it's market ebbs and flows. It'll ebb and flow throughout this year. I mean, last year there was a 30K swing on this damn book. So
Yeah,
Well, eBay does cap if you're, I'm sure, like insured like Carbo is, and like eBay does cap fees also.
yes,
yeah,
So like you're gonna get, there's no buyer's premium. There's gonna be, you know, 3,500 sales tax or something, depending on where it's going. He picked up the shipping, which is, you know, he's gonna ask where you live and see if he's a con there anytime soon. But like, you know what I mean? He picks up the shipping. But I mean, this guy's been a business guy forever, so you know,
Yeah, he is.
you're getting it somewhere safe generally.
no, you are. But it also would throw people though that don't know him as a dealer that it is a under 1,000 seller.
I mean, I don't know, but like I have no hesitation to buy a big book on eBay. Like, I mean, maybe some people do, but even I'm gonna have cash in hand, but I'm gonna use my American Express, and then I don't give a fuck what happens past that, because guess what? American Express is just gonna go snatch it right back from you if you pull some fuckery. So I'm not even worried about it at that point.
Always use a credit card on the big books.
Yeah.
Because PayPal will fail you.
Yeah, and it's hard. I mean, I've had fraud on PayPal, and I'm not trying to make this cliche, but it would be a crapshoot who I could get on the phone that I could communicate with effectively. Like sometimes, and I'm not talking about like volume or strange accents or something like that. I have people that like we're not using the same terminology to describe the same situation, and then you almost got to hang up and then wait for an hour to call back to get someone who can help. Like I had fraud and I had to make multiple. This is a couple years ago. I had to make a lot of phone calls, and each time I got off the phone, I thought it was handled, and literally nothing happened. So yeah, you don't want to just deal with PayPal at all.
No, credit cards is a much firmer line in the sand.
Or a credit card through PayPal. I try to hit them both, whatever.
Yes, exactly.
The good thing about that was they put too much money back once I got it figured out. And so I just kept it in the account for like a year, and then I was like, well, probably good now.
Don't tell them that now.
Man, I'm not listening.
All right. So I don't usually do signatures. I don't usually care. This one amused me. It's a pretty strong sale, pretty popular book. Stan signed. One of the two places that probably
insane.
wasn't terrible to sign.
Yeah, true.
I'm maybe up on that.
We all knew he was a little kinky.
Yeah. I'm just surprised how well this book continues to do. So, and I'm surprised they haven't had her sign it. So
I'm surprised he didn't sign on her face or like on her black clothing.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So maybe that was it. You're paying a premium for a good stand-sig. This is a book I didn't even fucking know existed. I had to do a little digging on it.
Jesus, what is this?
Have anybody seen this?
Never. But I mean, I guess a 500 print run, it probably never would.
Came out at Comic-Con 2013 between seasons 4 and 5. It's kind of a recap of the first 4 seasons. That's about all I could find on it. There are a couple 9.8s on sale and 9.6s floating around. It's kind of a cool book that I didn't know existed. So there you go. Put it on your hunt list.
Nice.
Foreign book. I only put one on this week. This is the Allen class version of Fantastic Four, of course, the Creepy Worlds. These are starting to kind of pick up. It's a pretty low grade copy, but sold fairly well, $500. Instead of being the Pence copies, this is kind of actually is a different printed series, and there's a whole kind of subgenre of Allen class collectors over there. So cool book. They have most of the early run, and just kind of has a different look on them. So a nice little thing to collect. This guy's starting to come down a bit. Wasn't it selling right around $1,000?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's starting to sink. I think that as Mel would say, that the undercutter wave is coming. People have been holding on too long and trying to move shit.
Maybe that was a bad auction or something. I don't know. I've got one up now, and that's only like 200 or 300 more than a 9.6 of the blue cover. Or the
I mean, I don't
cover.
think it's a good sale. I just said it. You know?
Yeah.
You get some people that are just bad listing, bad. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. The title seems fine. Maybe it's a weird time or something like that. Maybe a 3-day auction or some shit. I'm just surprised. I'm surprised. Let's put it that way.
I didn't dig into all the details, but I was surprised. Yeah. That's what caught my eyes. It was such a low number because they had been pretty steady in that 900 to $1,000.
And that person paid for a custom label too, man.
So
Yeah. Good. It's always a good idea because I did too.
Thinking of custom labels, I forgot about that thing I sent you, but that's all right. This was Birdbirds, I noticed.
Birdbird, my man.
Didn't this book used to be something that people were really, really hunting? This variant cover?
I'm out of Star Wars. I really don't know. It's not me.
I don't know. I just remember this Force Storm book being a bitch to find the variant of.
Yeah, I remember this book being... Yeah, back when I was looking for Star Wars books, this was a hot cover.
Isn't it Dynamic Forces?
Ooh.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I just remember this one being a bitch of a cover.
The Dynamic Forces was the... Oh, gosh.
Thinking
one of those... Yeah, one of those Star Wars books. I forget.
Yeah, but this seems really damn cheap. But, of course, Star Wars is kind of on a little bit of a fade right now because they've overpopulated the world.
Well, I mean, that's one thing that we haven't really talked about, and I guess I should have thrown some stuff in there in the the film and TV section. But almost all of like those Star Wars movies have been canceled at this point. Like them shits are not happening.
No, they did some serious gutting. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, we're getting Acolyte, we're getting Ahsoka, we got Mando season 3 happening right now, and what's the? I'm blanking on the name of it, but it's basically like a bunch of kids in space. I'm blanking on it. But yeah, like the days of us having like a new Star Wars thing every year, every 2 years, realistically, we may not see a new movie for like another 5 or 6 years. Like honestly, like a major movie.
That might not be the worst thing.
Nah, I mean they kind of need to fix the brand a little bit. It's gotten a little oversaturated. Yeah,
I mean, too much of something, especially if the quality is not continually high, is gonna wear us down. Like I haven't watched any of the Star Wars stuff. I haven't even watched Mando yet.
Yeah, me either. I haven't watched Mando either.
Yeah, it's worth watching. I'd say I've enjoyed it.
Yeah. I'm not saying I won't. I just am like, it used to be like, get the kids, we're ready to go, and now it's like, we'll wait another week.
I didn't see today's. Oh wait, it's Wednesday now, huh? But I'm fine. I'm fine with the Mando. I'm literally not gonna say anything. Though some of the things that people said, just to be honest, I mostly don't agree with. So I'm good with I'm good with what we got. The two episodes so far. I'm good with.
All right. Yeah. Let's see. Let's skip that one. I don't care about that. This is the other weird find of the week. I didn't know existed. Gangsta Rap Posse comics 1 and 2.
Who's the publisher?
It is a self-published guy. God damn it. I can't read it now, but it's a guy. It is Benjamin Myra. Self-published his own thing under his own title. They're pretty independent, black and white, low quality. Didn't exactly get a print run. It was in early 2000s, but it seems fairly hard to find. I did find a copy floating around, a weird link one, just looking around for it. But it's one of those things. Probably somebody didn't even know they wanted, and then saw it and said, "I need to have it."
Yeah,
but it's supposed to be that the theme is some NWA type group that goes around and.
What year is this though?
I I think it was early 2000. Maybe I'm off a bit. Let's see if I still have that search.
I'm trying to help you out here. Didn't have
Yeah, I
animations
don't-
or anything.
It was a little bit off the beaten path. I was more like, oh, that's one you didn't see. Here we go. Ben Mara. Was it? You can see it. You can read it online. In case you're wondering.
I never
Yeah,
like to assume. I never like to assume things, but I didn't picture him being a white dude, but he is.
2009.
Just saying.
Look, so here we go.
Wow.
I definitely didn't. I'm just saying, dude.
Oh, he's. Oh,
And it's funny because looking at the other stuff he's put out, I 100% was like, this is definitely like a white guy. Like I, without hesitation, was like this.
but Grammy-nominated illustrator. I don't know what that means. Designer and cartoonist.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, looking at some of his other stuff, it's like he parodied like New Gods. Like he straight up has something in here that is the New Gods. It's got like Orion on it. It's got Darkseid and
There you go. Yeah.
This is like he has the same taste as me, but he's bad at it. Better than me, I'll give him that. But it's like he's like a Robert Crumb style trash, Robert Rodriguez tryhard kind of.
He looks self-taught, but he didn't teach himself very well.
Should we get him on the show? Should I hit him on Instagram and see if you on the show and talk?
Conquest of Barbarian, Cobra instead of Snake. Yeah, I get what you're doing, buddy. Super original.
Cobra was Cobra. The show.
yeah,
movie.
Cobra is like Stallone Cobra. Like from
Yeah,
the
Stallone
80s.
Cobra.
Okay, there you go. I forgot. Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
I'm just looking at Grand
I
Theft
think
Auto Vice
Cobra,
City.
Snake, Escape from New York.
Yeah. So 2009. I was even off. So it was way past when it was.
I mean, as somebody who like spent time on, in the Pacific Northwest comic book scene, like this type of stuff is right up their alley. But like you really, like you can either have a book that you'll sit on after like it can grade out a 9.8 and you'll sit on the bitch for like years until that right person who's flipping through, who's an absolute diehard fan of this random artist or whatever, goes, "Oh, I gotta have that."
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I feel like it's in. I mean, I don't want to necessarily put this in the same vein as THB, but like, it feels like it appeals to that same type of demographic, where it's like the kids of the '90s who are like into a very specific type of comic, and they will pay out the ass for nostalgia if you catch the right one. Otherwise, you have people who are just like whatever. So.
I enjoy them shooting the Klansman and the neo-Nazi. So,
I mean,
and
I don't see where it exactly takes place, but
where are they together?
I mean,
I always miss, and this is another cardboard book. I always miss this book. I want this book so bad just to have it, but I don't want to spend $2,500 on it.
I had one. I might have had
Really?
two.
fucking love this book.
I love it too. It just
You know how I am. I get bored of shit and I sell it. But I had it, and I'm pretty sure mine was the last 4 or 5 sale, which was back in 18. It was $900. I think I bought in around $450, sold it at $9 to move on.
Yeah.
And there have not been a ton of sales because it's a scarce ass book. But there was a 3.5 this last year in the summer that sold for $2,400. So it has finally got some appreciation that it did not have before 2020. Because it was a steady, just sitting there book. I sat on one for a while. So, because I liked Vandal Savage from the Young Justice was a pretty predominant character. There's one for you, Sean. Nice.
Numero uno.
Oh, one more. Nice high grade Mad copy.
That's still, I mean, that's
Not high grade, but
no, but fuck for that book, dude. That's
Yeah.
fairly high grade. I mean, it's tough, and to keep that color, mine's low grade. I don't even remember if I have a 2.5 or a 4.5, but it's
isn't that great when you don't remember shit?
yeah. Well, dude, I mean, I bought it off MCS, pressed it. Not that it didn't need much. The color is so good. I just wanted to flatten it out.
Yeah,
you know what I
sometimes you're
mean?
just getting out the wrinkles.
Yeah, just to flatten out. There wasn't really any. I just wanted it. So I grabbed that and ended up subbing it. But mine's like it's deep. It might be even darker. I can't tell by this picture. Obviously, they're not side by side, but it's dark like that. So I'm pretty happy with it. But I don't know. What do you guys think about this nostalgia of Mad? I don't know if it means too much to me because, like, literally, I think Mad number 265 had an Alfred E. as a Garbage Pail Kid, and on the cover, and they had Garbage Pail Kids on the back, and we like cut the back cover off and like had them put them in our Garbage Pail Kids box and shit. And and from then I just started reading it. Like, it helped me learn how to read. Like, it taught me a lot about satire. I didn't understand all the jokes, because I'm like less than 10 years old. So like, they do like, you just don't get them all, but so I don't know. I don't know.
I remember seeing
nostalgia is so heavy. You would think with something with nostalgia this heavy that this book in 7.5 would in my opinion be twice this price.
I don't know if people
I don't think people equate this Mad as the Mad as on the magazine. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's part of it. Yes, it's not the Alfred E. Newman Mad. Because I was looking and just flipping through and saw some of the ones, even the not modern, but like the 80s, 90s ones sell very well.
Yeah, and for me, it's like Leg's a little older than I am, obviously, but for my generation, I think Mad wasn't our generation. Like, it was like on magazines, and like people were like okay, the internet took over, and Mad kind of just went away.
Yeah, that was me. Internet, the opposite. Yeah. Magazines for car rides, airports, Amtrak. Yes, I used to take the train as a kid with my mom.
Stack of FHMs and
Maxims.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
When Details was different. Let's put it that way. It came out, that came out in the 90s. So those ones, but then the Maxim starts, with the Christinas and Britneys and Alyssa Milano's and like one step. Christina was basically naked in that thing, but everybody else was like one step below naked. In the like I said, the Maxims, FHMs, but like before that, man, just whatever was cool. Like a lot of music magazines, a lot of zines. Who just actually did a lot more physical reading. I mean,
ours was like Sports Illustrated, Slam, or whatever
SI for kids. Before that, my mom was a teacher, so I get SI for kids, and I would just read it, and then she'd bring it to school the next week. I'd pull out the cards,
I would just say if you see a stack of Mads, look for them. If you see some using covers, they're probably worth the grab long term.
Yeah, definitely. When you see the the rock and roll covers or the like a famous movie cover, things like that. Superstars. Parodies. There's always going to be collectors for that.
I was eyeing some of the wrestling ones.
Wrestling for sure, and they're well drawn.
Let's see. This one was a freaking low ass sale.
My
gosh.
I've
been looking for this book too, just because Iron Fist is low and no one cares about Iron Fist anymore.
This is on the cusp of the high grade of Iron Fist. I mean, it is, but isn't. But this book has sold anywhere up to just under $1,000, like $950, but can sell around here. But this is the lowest sale in quite some time, so it is.
Wow. Well, it didn't help. The guy had 11 feedback too. So
that is a doornail on that one.
Probably. I don't know who Randa Trent is, but I could have done a little better listing. I don't know. God, I hate it when people like this kill values on keys.
Yeah, something. I don't know. I don't know why he's the number in there, unless he stole it from my comic shop. The title,
or I mean, it's like I ask people, if I can't see the picture of the grade, I mean, put it in the description, or the serial, put it in the description so you can just look at it for like notes.
Oh, wait a minute. How long ago did this sell?
Today or yesterday.
Okay, I was gonna say if it was yesterday, it's. I
think it was today though.
Yeah, it hadn't shown up yet in GPA, so
okay.
There might.
I think it was. I actually no. I know it was today because somebody threw a link.
All right. Well, never mind. It'll be tomorrow.
Somebody threw a link in the Discord. That's why it hit my radar. So. Might
Yeah,
have been third.
they're dragging down the last sale by $90.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's pretty dead.
Yeah, it's pretty dead.
So light creasing the cover, very light spine stress lines the cover. So
Yeah, that one might have been a nice CPR candidate.
Old label, strong possibility.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite crime pre-code horror covers. It's just so creepy with the woman so comically drawn, but you've got this creepy thing in the background that looks a little bit like a werewolf version of Uncle Fester.
I was thinking Jabba the Hutt, but okay.
That this looks modern retro,
Right?
doesn't it? Because you never see that shadow over the actual title, over the trade dress like that.
No, it's such a unique book.
Yeah, that's a good point. I can't think of another one either.
Hey, coming to you, new store variant next week. I'm joking.
No, it is a tough one. I mean, this was a real tough one for people to find, and they hunt it like mad. So
yeah, I never knew this book existed, and if I ever had seen it, I would have immediately gravitated towards it.
yeah, there were some cool covers in this run. Let's see.
It looks like a Rick Dotson special too.
Probably Rick would appreciate it. Tim Holt, original Ghost Rider. This book is finally getting its day for a 4, selling $750. And this is another book I had long ago. I had a nice mid-grade that bought for $200, flipped for $5, and did all right. But man, it is finally getting its day. So I'm glad to see it. Ultimate Fallout 4 Divergec, a 7.5, selling for $22.
Okay.
This goes to prove like anything from maybe even like 6570. Just grade it. And by the way, why did they choose the fucking Spidey label instead of the Miles label? Because those are both available at the same time.
I just don't like. I guess I was wondering, is it worth selling that raw or grading it?
I would say always get a slab.
I would now. I had
that grade.
I sold like an 8.5, and it went about this price, and it would have cost me $30 to slab it. So,
All right,
yeah,
one more,
and then it's a crapshoot, dude.
Yeah,
you know, somebody's wife swallowed that morning. You get it. It's for sure. That's a fucking 8590.
And one of the modern keys, Granddaddy, Walking Dead, Black Label,
Still up there.
still selling pretty close to 3. So
Yep.
it's holding its ground. We were all not sure, but it is doing what it's doing.
Legs buying them. They're the only guy out there buying them. I'm joking.
I'm only got watching, but I'm not only got buying.
No, I mean it's holding just where it should hold. Honestly, probably.
Yeah.
It should, dude. It's super modern key.
Yeah,
I love it.
All right, that's what I got.
The shows
All
are
right.
coming. The shows are coming on pretty soon, but it's not. I really don't think it's gonna help.
I don't think it's going to move it. I think we've got the fan base. It exists, and that's where they are.
Yeah.
All right.
I was gonna say, I guess my question is to books like that and the indie opportunities and stuff. I mean, are we gonna see the next indie darling take off like that? You know, will Chew ever get his day in the sun? Will, I don't know, like Saga. Yeah, like those type of books that everybody's still holding on to a copy of, hoping and praying.
I think 5 years Saga gets made. I think, but
The thing is, I could see Chew getting made, but it'd get made shittily. I could see it going to friggin' sci-fi or something terrible.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But I think Saga is its own beast that we're all kind of watching. Like Chew would be a great show. It just would. It would be hard for somebody really to sell it unless the Amazon crew decide to take a stab at it.
Didn't they already do Chew on the screen, or
They did an animated, which I don't even know where it played. I don't remember even seeing it.
Okay, so what about Saga? Are we seeing animation? And since technology has like advanced so far,
it's going to be the first AI ever. No, joking.
You know, hey, no joke. You on it? You might be on it.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see on Saga. It'll come, but I don't think. I don't know. I don't think it'll be real soon. I think every year you wait, the cost to make goes down.
All right, pickup time. I'm going last, obviously. Who's going first? Anybody
got
got any good
something.
shit? Okay.
I'm gonna show something really
Okay.
fast. Okay, so I was tooling around and we found a set of a bunch of Spidey books
Nice.
for $90.
Woo!
$90, and it was a
So-
set, so it was a bunch of Spidey books, but I'll focus on the two most important. So we got 194, and I would say maybe like in the 8-ish.
Yeah.
If it came back a 9, I'd be happy, and like an 8 to a 9.
And then he's gonna pull a 667 Delgado.
And
Oh wow.
and we got
Come on,
a
dude.
tatted up. It's tatted, baby.
Oh boy.
It's tatted.
Come on, newsy too.
Yeah, newsy,
And
yeah.
I never had a newsstand of this.
Nice.
Spidey 238.
They're still selling strong, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Did
this
you
is a
wrestle
great cover.
Nico in a fucking basement to get this deal?
I mean, you know, every once in a while, you know, the sun shines on a dog's ass or something like that.
Jesus.
What's that saying?
Yeah, right.
But yeah, man, and there was like a ton of like other, you know, like kind of McFarlane era books, but these were the two
Nice work.
biggest ones. Oh, and the entire run of Craven's Last Hunt was in it too.
Damn.
So I'm like,
Okay.
all right, we need
Yeah.
this kind of, we need a win like this every once in a while, you know?
Nice shirt, by the way.
Oh yeah, the we got our super
The actual
friends.
defenders, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I came across this trade paperback not too long ago. So X-Men Mutant Genesis, and I don't know why I thought this was hella interesting, just because this was the reprint of Jim Lee's 91 X-Men.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I've never
and
seen that.
and I believe this came out around 95. And you know, and everybody loves their Jim Lee X-Men, so I just figured. And I found this for $1,
No.
so I'm like, all right, why not? And I think this might be going for, maybe 30, like on a good day. So I'm like, all right, okay. And we got some Golden Age goodness. I can't palm it, but we have we got Kit Carson #2. We got a sexy squaw on the cover. That's the main reason why I bought it. So yeah, got this for I think like $25. So I was happy with it.
Very nice. Very nice.
Who's next on the old list?
I got one.
Okay.
I did another. I got to thank Brains in the Discord. He reminded me yet again. I picked up another original art cover from Dan Hip's site. I got. Damn reflection.
Wow.
So the original art for Harley and the Legion of Bats #5.
Okay. Nice,
Nice.
man.
I don't know.
Super
Dig
cool.
Dan Hip. I liked that it's got the whole Bats family kind of going with it and Harley. So honestly, a vampire Harley, so you can't go wrong.
Nice. Next, anybody?
I got no.
Yeah. Whatever. I got books.
You got books? Go ahead. Go ahead. Who
So I got some CGC stuff back.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna show everything. I just grabbed a few. Also, if you guys see the Big Sean 13 on eBay, some of these are being auctioned, or most are for sale. So I've been slapping stuff more lately, not too much PC stuff. So I got a few of these. So Dino, one of the 9.6s is yours. Sorry, I need the money for the 9.8.
Yeah, you're good, dude. I got you. No big deal.
All right, dude.
I'm
Could be
good.
worse, but I got
Yeah,
I'm
not worried about it.
3. I sold the worst one was raw and sold it. So I got 3 9.6s and a 9.8.
That's fine.
The second 9.8 on the census.
Oh, wow.
A Deadpool 51 second print, and so there's only 2 on the census. I just thought it was cool and I knew it was perfect, and like I really like this custom Wolverine logo with it.
It's a different color background, right?
Yeah, it's just the regular color's white.
Yeah,
And this
okay, that
one
red
is-
pops.
Yeah,
I
no,
like
the
that
red
Suicide
looks
Squad.
good. I pulled it out and I was like, I didn't check the census until I went to list it. And so I listed it for a little more. I don't know. We'll see how these go. So
It's a gorgeous book.
yeah, I think it's a cool book. It's for sale if you want it.
I might go look.
If you buy it off eBay, I'll kill you.
You know what I mean.
So we got
It's not a bad price either. You know what I'm saying? It's cheapish.
Yeah. So that's what's going on. So anyway, I got this, which is Dennis's, but so I've been slow grading these. The price have dropped a little bit, so I think they're a good long-term book. So I listed this high, but also with the Miles cover on it, I do like they just listed like 10 Marvel custom labels. So a lot of the stuff I got is custom labeled. Generally, you're going to get a little more for these, for the custom labels. So I don't mind asking for more, and they're like $5. They're the only paints are on a separate shipment. So if you split your order will be split. So there's that. I should have done the X-Men label on this. I didn't. This is a travesty. I just love this book. I really thought it was a 9.8. It's so thick. It's difficult to press. I thought I had a shot. Anyway, so I got Gambit 9.6. Whatever. It's a dollar bin. I've had this in my box for 100 years. There's very few of these. This is rare as shit. This is actually for auction. This is Spawn 215, and this is one of the lowest printed Spawn books that exist. So that's why it's in there. I think these had even sold for like 1,000, but there's one listed at like 300.
Even the sketches, even rarer than the sketches.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
It's definitely the rarest, or one of the probably 5 rarest, not including print runs we don't perfectly know on the variants.
Okay.
If that makes sense. I can't tell you for sure on the ratios, but for just regular cover, then
yeah. Okay, cool.
it's definitely one of the rarest of that. This I decided to grade it. I'm happy with the grade. I was trying to sell it raw. I took it down for a long time. So this one's going for sale too, because this thing went nuclear and I had to try I was like, you know what? Let's see how lucky or unlucky I get. And I think the grade's about right. So I have no complaints. No shit, I pressed it, but like it's not like I can. It's not a 9.8 candidate. That the grade's right. It's near mint. So we'll see how people want that. If you guys remember that I got this for $15.
Wow.
So that worked out.
Damn.
That is the first print, and I told the story on this in December. So if you guys will go back to like whatever December, I told the story when I picked this up at the con, because I got the wrong information online. I didn't know because I never found one in the wild, so I didn't think it was first print. And the guy goes $15. I'm like, okay. And I bought hundreds of dollars worth of books from him, so I don't feel that bad because
Oh no, we lost Sean.
Oh boy.
Nope,
Oh,
he's
there he is.
back.
You're back.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Am I
You're
back?
Yeah, you're
You're
back.
back.
My screen just blanked out.
boy.
Okay, that's good. So anyway, that came back 9.4. Also, do for sale. This I got in a bin. I got a couple of these, so I graded one. The ones that are on eBay of this book, the raws, they are beat to living shit. So I'm mad that somebody listed them for like $5 and $10. This is like by far my favorite Jessica Jones cover. Decal. It's got the whiskey on the table, right? This thing is absolutely gorgeous. And I believe there are 4 or 5 9.8s now that I graded this one.
Cool.
I have one more raw that I think I'm going to grade. I was only going to grade one, so I pulled it out. The first one was 9.8 worthy, so I just pressed it and graded it. The other one, I bought it the same day at the same place at a variant sale. But we all know Decal and Mr. Longshort's posts and everything like that. So we've got anyway. So the beautiful Jessica Jones is on there. I've had this my thing forever. I had the foil one. So there's a Vampy from JSC from 2001. Slight style. I think the foil was wrapped around. I'm not sure. Anyway, cool book. Also, I just had this one forever, so I grabbed it, graded it. Spawn 9.8. There's The Walking Dead. And you got so this one also, the 1 in 100, the Cap Sam Wilson #7, the Alex Ross 1 in 100, and this thing's amazing. This is amazing. I've had it for a while, pulled it out, and I was gonna list on eBay probably 6 months ago or something, and I was like, oh shit, I'm not listing this, I'm grading this. and you can see why. So, anyway, tough book to find. Weird prices. Somebody freaking listed a red label CBCS 9.8 Alex Ross, which not the easiest signature in the world. We all know this, right? 9.8 for like 150 and it insta sold. Well, way to screw everybody, dude. How are you going to do a 1 in 100 signed by Alex Ross for this for $150? It's literally nuts.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that cost you more to get verified.
Dude, yeah, to get the verified and for Alex Ross, well, just dude, come on. So this we saw one of my Instagram posts. Other people have posted them. So I did do the custom label on this as well. So this is X-Men 25, but it's the backwards. So it's the blue hollow, which they call distorted hologram. But when I pulled it out of the bag, it's newsstand.
Ooh,
Nice.
And so you're gonna, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. The grade is, 859 was probably a pipe dream. It's so thick, and also it's cardstock. So pressing this thing, you can't see them because of the cardstock, but they're not coming out. I made them look better. They're flat.
Did they note the newsstand on it too?
And so I think I'm the first one. They don't have it on the census like this. You probably won't be able to see.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, so it says newsstand. So I had to write it in as a new book. Somebody showed me a picture that there was one that somebody had. I don't think they had it listed, or I couldn't find how it was listed. But they showed me a picture saying there was a 9.4 newsstand on there, and I graded it because now that they list newsstand, I wanted to see if they would do it. And so just because it's a rarer copy. Obviously I'm not big into the 80 modern books, but still pretty copy. It really, I know it's hard to get on the camera here, but the this label looks, clearly it's made. Yeah. That label is made. How the hell would I not get the custom label with those X-Men and Magneto on it? You know what I mean? How do you not do the custom label for this guy right here? So anyway, that's some of the stuff that I would sell. Most of them are for sale right now, if you guys want. But I just opened the box like a week ago. So
Mr. Crystal Bear gave me this big ass box of goodness. It's not been that long, but it's been long since I sent him the book, so I kind of remember, but I don't remember what's in here. So I did not look because it's on his account, not mine. Sean's. So I didn't look. I don't know. He didn't send me anything, so we're gonna go live. I told him, should I take the swan dive off the basement to see what we did? So here we go. Get a couple books out. Newsstand. Star Wars Empire 9.2.
Nice one to sit on.
Yeah, I thought it was like a 9, Chris. Probably. Then we talked like 9-ish. So yeah, that made my day. Some stuff over here. Different bags out. 8.0 on the Teen 12. Same thing. That's what I thought too. They're so hard on these. You can't get a 9.8 to save your life. These books are so tough. This is one of those books I'll take to like Motor City or something, and somebody will definitely try to snag it. Hopefully, I bought them for super cheap back in the day. I bought like 20 copies of Teen Titans 12 because I thought that was gonna be the next big book. Yeah, there's an 8.5. So I just need to get this upgraded so I can just sell it eventually. Carnage. I got this from Heartless of all people. In Baltimore.
I was gonna say, I feel like I saw that book.
Yeah, he was like, man, he's like, give me like, I think he's like $40 or $50 for it. I'm like, sure, yeah, I don't even care. He was just trying to get me money. This used to be a hot book, right, Leg? I guess I don't know.
Yeah, didn't Tony come off the floor with a 9.8 of those for like fucking $30 or something like that? That's a tough book. That Tomb of Dracula, homage right there. Yeah. I love that book. I'm a Carnage fan also.
But now I can actually start putting something. I don't know what this one is. All my Supernaturals from Marvel Italy. So you can't find this. Okay, so the regular cover from Capullo is like the hardest book to find. You cannot find these books, Supernatural 7s, like American versions. So I found one of these on like eBay Italy, and I had it shipped for like $3 or some crazy shit. So they did, look at this. They actually did note it Italian, if I can actually. So it's all in Italian. So I'm probably the only one who's got one sub yet, but I don't know. What do you do with this? I mean, what do you put it at? I don't even know what to put it on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's the only one graded. You just, one of those weird things that I just put on there, and I don't know what to do with it now.
You got to sell it online because there's not enough demand at Motor City. That's for sure.
Well, yeah, and it's like, but what's the price you put on it? Like.
Oh, you start somewhere and see what happens.
I knew this one wasn't going to be a high one, but Black Panther it's a newsstand. So
Okay.
or the so 8.0. It was pretty beat when I bought it, but I bought this for way back in the day for like $10 or something, or $20 way back in the day. So I'm happy with it. I mean, nothing too crazy. What else I got here? Deadpool 1 7.5. I got for like nothing. So I was like, I just got to get it graded. Eventually it's gonna happen. Here's a 9.8. Look at that, Astonishing X-Men 8. So we're talking about X-Men books.
Yeah,
I was
it's
like,
a pretty book.
Yeah, we'll just get it graded. I mean, I got a bunch of these. So
Nice.
Let's see what we got here. Oh, there's another 9.8 for it. So there's two of them.
You really don't remember what you put in here.
I don't. Adam Legends of Blue Marvel 9.6.
Okay.
So that's number. That's a Stein book.
Yeah.
off a Steiner box.
Stein pack.
Yep. So shout out to Stein on that one. Thanks for hooking me up on that one. What's this one? Darth Vader 3 9.2. Whatever. I bought this for like very cheap too. Don't even remember what I bought it for.
I'm wondering if I should grade my lower 9s Vader 3s. I got a little pile of them.
No, I mean you should. I mean they sell.
Be ready to hang and wait for a bit, yeah.
Here's an 8.0 regular cover Star Wars Heir to the Empire that it was like I had the newsstand. We'll see. See.
It's done in both.
Send them
That's
both.
a bitch of a book with the. You can't really press it with that thick cover.
Oh, here's a Spider-Man 2099
Oh.
variant edition 9.2.
Yeah, that's that bitch.
I mean, yeah, I got a 9.2 signed CBCS, so I was like, I might as well get this one. I got this literally for like nothing too. I mean, all these books I got for nothing. I was like, I've been sitting on them forever that I didn't keep. Oh, thank God. So I bought this book and I overpaid way too hard on it. I pre-bought one of these boys, but at least I got a 9.8. I'm so happy with this because it's, I just wanted a 9.8 on this book because
It's a great cover, dude.
It's a great cover and it's wraparound and everything too. So thank God. I mean, I won't sell it. I'll just throw it in the back. I'll put it on the wall of fame back there. Maybe I'll put it next to Wolverine or something. So.
Famous last words.
Yeah, right. Somebody's gonna
Sell it tomorrow.
somebody's gonna walk in tomorrow.
I like all my books for a little while.
So this is interesting. I bought this for my wife. I haven't even showed it to her yet. Look at this. Chucky
Whoa.
One. DDP.
Damn.
That's a tough 9.8, dude.
Is it?
It's got to be.
Devils do, man. That stuff.
So
Those
Who-
don't
he-
exist, man.
yeah. So it says two different covers exist. One from Otley and one photo cover. So
Yeah, because
Wow.
they're lazy. They just wanted to make the label one time. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we know which one that is.
so
I don't think Otley drew that.
So I can't believe we really got a
great.
9.8 because I told Chris, I was like, hey man, what did we talk about? Like this was like not a very valuable book at least.
Yeah.
And
But I
I was like, dude, I'll just sub it for my wife, and if I, whenever it is, it is.
Got a little more valuable.
Good. Sometimes
Like the hack slash back cover, actually.
Yeah, right.
Well, it's so silly.
That's so tough. Kind of disappointed in this one. This one sucks. New Mutants 98 7.0.
Eh.
I thought it was gonna be like a 9.
I honestly, I thought it was better than that too. I kind of want to look at the notes on it and see what exactly happened on that one. Let's see.
Bet there's
We
a
could always
sting or
CPR
something
too. No big deal. We could always CPR. That's no big deal. Here you go. Look at I'm the John Z of the generation. Little X-Men.
somewhere. Oh man,
X-Men 94. There we
That
go.
Mexican edition. So 6.5 I got on it.
I didn't buy that book from you at one point. I don't know
Correct.
why.
Remember I showed it to you. I'm like, I don't even care, dude. Like, you know me.
I don't know. I think I talked about it and I think I got distracted.
So I don't know. It's one of the
Nice
other
book.
books. Thanks, Z. I don't like. What do you put on that? Like, I don't know. We'll talk later about what I put on value.
Yeah, I have to think about that one.
Because I don't know. I just was like, hey, it's X-Men. Like, it's foreign. It's X-Men. Does it like, check all the boxes? I don't know.
That one was a bitch to like figure out exactly what to submit it as. I spent like a solid hour of hunting and searching to figure out what the fuck to submit that as.
Oh yeah, they're a pain in the
sorry.
ass.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is. Oh, X-Men 11. So this is my pressman. I literally got this for like 30, like $30. So I was like, I knew it wasn't going to be a 9.8. It was beat all the shit. I was like, we got to submit it just to submit it. So who cares?
Somebody will pay for it.
Yeah, right.
They all sell.
A couple more, and then that's it. I think, and then I got another box eventually when we get done. G.I. Joe 21, not the foil
Not the
version,
fancy
but
one.
yeah, but I was like, you know, I'm kind of pissed it didn't get a 9.8 because it got a 9.6, but whatever.
Yeah, 9.6s hurt the most.
Or
that random 8.5 on the perfect book.
Same thing with this one. Gargoyles 9.6, but whatever.
Yeah, it's all right.
Tough book. That's not newsstand, is it?
It looked like it.
No, it's direct.
Yeah.
Couldn't catch the glare.
Yeah, the gloss, dude, and the gloss on that makes it.
9.6 on this one.
Kuna.
Yeah, Kuna variant. Whatever. I was like
He
Thunderbolt
makes
rolls.
money on that one.
Yeah, right. Spawn 221. I got this for like nothing. So 9.2. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
Not sexiest 9.8s, but whatever. Here's a 150. I've had this forever, so I knew it wasn't going to be a 9.8. Whatever.
Dude, I didn't buy that like 5 years ago.
Oh yeah, see, you know it.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I'm like some of this shit. This memory lane.
Yeah, Doc Afra 1.
Murder Droids.
Yeah, Murder Droids variant. So cool. I mean,
Oh wait, Murder Droid is that the red arm? The number 1. That's the first. What's his name? Chris Stanton.
it didn't say it on there. It doesn't note it.
Yeah, nobody cared until the Boba Fett show, but also you got to inform CGC, or they just don't give a fuck.
Pretty much. So that's the haul. I mean, like you said, I mean, I'm happy with the wraparound Jim Lee that I overpaid for, but who cares? I'll probably keep that book, the Children of Adam book. The rest of it's, everything's negotiable. So
Yeah, good stuff.
thanks, man. Yeah, it's now memory lane, and then like you said, I still got another. I'm gonna submit some stuff that me and Carter did, and that ridiculous thing we did. I don't know. I'm pleasantly surprised. Like you said, Chris. I mean, it wasn't terrible. Like I said, I didn't think they were all 9.8s. Like it wasn't gonna be some kind of like modern master. It was just stuff I needed to, just submit to get out the goddamn. I've been holding on. Like said, I've been buying books for years and haven't something.
Yeah.
I got an account. We don't sub things. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. So.
You haven't subbed books in almost 2 years, so.
And I guess turnaround time, right, Chris? 8 days, right? I mean,
yeah, it was downright ridiculous. Once they actually got in there, it was like they checked in on the 1st and they were out the door on the 8th.
Dang.
Hey, I had
dude, they're fast right now.
Yeah.
I need to get more shit. I'm being stupid, not getting shit in right now.
See, that's the other thing. I got another. I probably
I'm only a few hundred books on my own behind. But.
You only got about a month before we hit con season, then it slows down.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I think I got another set. I'm kind of debating if I just do it. I'm gonna get a tax refund soon, so maybe I'll just use some of that to sell the rest of these books, and I'll become a Chris Colbert slab seller on eBay. So,
well, dude, I'm down actually. Like I'm looking at the boxes around me. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm down to 4 boxes of 25 at this point.
I'm the king of pumping dump, and no, I'm joking.
Yeah.
Well, slabs.
Yeah, I've got 25. Yeah, I've got 25 on, or actually 50 on their way to CGC soon. An express that just got there on the 10th. But yeah, I've just not been buying like I was before. Like, 'cause I used to, and I guess it's also being back in Atlanta. Like to get out, like to really get out there in the boonies and start buying comics is like an hour and a half drive.
It's a dedicated investment, right?
Yeah, it's a burning a Sunday to make the drive out to damn near the Tennessee border and hit all these little like card and comic shops that are out there. And we've been house hunting, so my priorities are in a different place, for my weekends. So. But I'll get back to it. I mean, once the house purchasing is in the review mirror, I'll get back to it as best I can.
I mean, that's me too. Like, I just, for me, it was like those books are sitting in raw. I mean, I'm surprised. I've done a couple Harper shows with Carter and a couple other places. I've done some stuff, and those have been sitting around. I'm like, Well, they ain't moving when they're raw. Maybe they'll move when they're great. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, I love a good graded book because like there's just no debate. There's no. I mean, you get the asshats on eBay being like, "Let me get 45 more photos. Is that a hair or a crack?" I'm just like, "God damn it, man! Like this slab ain't worth all this." Like, but it just makes life a little bit easier when you're dealing with the the eBay store situation. You can set 10, 15 of them on a Sunday night to auction off and set and forget, and they'll move for something worthwhile. You'll at least make your money back on the slabbing costs.
So on the 7.0, I looked.
That's what I had yesterday. I had 20 start at 6, a minute spread out a piece. Sunday night, they'll be sold.
So for me, on that 7.0 New Mutants 98, it says spine stress lines and multiple indent front cover.
Yep, that's what I've got too.
Whatever. I mean, who cares? You know what's funny? I've had on. Did I buy a New Mutants 98, Sean? I don't know if I've ever had one.
Yeah, because I think that's the one you got off of the guy on eBay or the
No.
guy off of Facebook Marketplace.
I did Facebook Marketplace,
like,
but I don't think I've ever had one.
I think
Did I?
I feel like you have, but I feel like it's been a long fucking time.
I mean, whatever.
But they were easier to come by.
Yeah, like whatever.
I mean, there was a period. Until about 6 months ago when we had that Deadpool announcement, like you were able to pick these bad boys raw up again for like $100-$150.
Yeah.
I mean, I scooped up quite a few of them during that time because of it.
So I mean, I'm my hit list. I guess my short hit list is like a 266 X-Men 266. I don't need a 98. I'm not that 98 person. You should submit it, Mike. We talked about this. Submit it to the CGC, dude. What are you doing? Just submit your newsie to just let it ride. If you want to throw it in my lot, I don't care. Yes, I mean, so 266. I don't even know what other books are on my hit list, man. I just Marvel, maybe Iron Fist, maybe books I don't, I saw a Brave and Bold 28 2.0 in a Facebook Marketplace kind of deal. You wanted 2,500.
No, too high.
I was like,
Now, speaking of so random and crazy finds, LCS here hit me up and was just like, is somebody really willing to pay any type of money for a coverless Avengers 1? I was like, I mean, you probably get at least $700 for it. And yeah, they bought a collection and there was a coverless Avengers 1 like stuck in there.
I'd love to have it.
Yeah.
I'd love that's one more than I have.
Yeah, me too.
That somehow that's eluded me. I didn't do as good a job keeping some of the keys that I wanted to, but I've never had an Avengers 1.
That's
I had
the
X-Men
thing.
1.
I had a chance at an FF1 at Indy a couple weeks. Remember that FF1 that came to our booth?
Mm-hmm.
See? And it was signed by Stan Lee and was falling apart. And the guy wanted, what, $2,000 or $1,000 or something? And we were like, who's going to buy this shitty Stan Lee book? And now I kick myself.
Yeah, I remember there was the one time there's a Fantastic Four 1 for $1,000. This is years ago, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, that's probably a lot. And then I went home and I was like, what the fuck am I thinking? And I had to drive back by that store on Friday to get out of town. I was like, and I'm like, hey, where's that Fantastic Four 1? And they're like, I was like, when you were in here? I was like, Sunday. That was the first day it was in. It sold that. It sold that night. I was like, okay. And then anyway. So I guess I haven't had that either. God, what a loser.
We're all losers, man. It's fine. If we all had boohoo money, our collections would be insane, right?
Yeah, I just wish people still liked modern variants as much as me.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm not talking about store variants. You guys don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Cool. What else? VHS show went off, right, Carter? I gotta post that.
You know what? I
think
don't know. If it was on Saturday night, I was asleep because I had a show early Sunday.
Okay.
So I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think they did. Comic Shop Top on Wednesday. Us. I don't know what else we're doing. Anybody want to promote anything while we're here? WonderCon, any cons, anything?
I mean, WonderCon is next week. I'll be there. I get in late on Wednesday night, and I'll be there through the weekend.
Motor City's in May. I know that.
I'll be there. Looks like Friday morning, but I got something going on in San Diego on Saturday, so I'll be there just Friday, then part of Saturday, and I'll just have to see how it goes. But you know we're gonna hang out. So.
Not that
You going to Indy Z? Did it
I'm
happen?
not planning on it.
Okay. I thought about it.
When is India Easter as usual or what?
No, it's soon. It's
So is Easter.
later. It's not Easter though. It's not Easter week, but I didn't get my shit together.
May 5th, May 5th, May 7th.
Yeah.
So, interesting. Okay.
That reminds me, I probably need to do the early bird thing for Heroes Con. So, anybody's been making that jaunt to Charlotte for Father's Day weekend?
When is that? June?
Yeah, it's June 16th through the 18th.
All right. See how June shakes out.
All right, everybody. We'll check everybody later, and